Okay. So, yeah, a few years ago I couldn't hardly move these two particular fingers right here. They're hard to move. And when I was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, it took me a long time to get the use of these back. And partly some of it's medicine, partly some of it's through exercise and practice and stuff. I don't have it all back now. I have a difficult time doing chords at sometimes, and even sometimes these two fingers don't want to work properly. I have to work around that when I'm playing guitar. Kind of makes maybe booking dates and playing live again sort of not very practical, or playing with other people. I mean, I can pretty much fake it, do something else if it's just me playing. But I've been doing these finger exercises and wrist exercises. I got this gyro ball, 1 minute healthy hand use. So this kind of helps a little bit with you know, to move your hand in different positions and strumming and whatnot like that. So gyro ball here, and then take this part in the middle here and get it all tightened up. And then you start move it around different ways. It can help you move your hands around, especially your right-handed technique or left-handed technique. Strum a little bit. I've always preferred to strum more with my thumb, with thumb other than the wrist. That whole elbow windmill strumming, that's just for show. I mean, I like Pete Townsend and all, but that whole windmill thing, he knows that's just for show. Guitarists know that is for show. It's not what he's going to be all about. He's going to be able to play half the stuff he's playing if he was just all playing like that anyway. You just move this around and exercise your hand, and you can go over to your other hand. Just helps you move around in the neck of the guitar. I don't know if it's a fretting, but it builds a little bit of strength up in your hand to do a little bit more guitar. It's about like $20 on Amazon. Maybe sometime I'll put an affiliate link in if I ever get any. If anybody is appreciative of things I do, you can always send me a gift via PayPal. Or visit my Amazon wish list. It should be on one of my things there. And I have to but that's only if you want to. I'm appreciate for people watching and whatnot too. Sort of believe in the free flow of information. Anyway, so you do that for like a little bit. Comes this handy little case there, and there's like even a strap you can fit on here somewhere so you don't go flinging it at your dog or spouse or significant other, kids or whatever like that by accident, or your cat or whoever's in the room, or yourself, or landed on your toe. Now I have, this is one of those Tesla purple plate things, and copper, different bracelets, different colors. I have like crystals, yeah, not like bracelets, so what? Anyway, massaging your own arm and hand, getting the blood flowing in there, it's always a good idea. As well for getting your exercise in. Then there's some finger movements here. I usually start out by taking my thumb back up, going like that with my thumb, stretching it out, stretching it in, move my fingers around, twirl around a little bit, shake them off, stretch them out. Now, I can't do this like nearly as well as I would like to, but the idea is bending your finger back, and you want it to have like a little bit of resistance, a little bit of hurt, but you don't want it to be painful, like ludicrously painful. Some people can put them back further than others. My wife can put it back a lot further than me. You do that, and then you sort of move your fingers around a little bit, shake it out. You repeat on each finger. And then you go, pinky finger, you can go back or over to the side or whatever, like that. Like that, shake it out like that. Then you're gonna wanna go down, pull your fingers down, shake them out. Like I said, I'm like really trying to get mine back, but you just have to keep at it. Like a little bit of stiffness in this little finger. You want to go back like this. Feel just like a little bit of tightness right there. A little bit of tightness right there in your wrist. And do that. And don't overdo it, but do it a few times during the day. This is one you want to do as well. Take your fingers there. Well, here. Put them like there, like Mr. Spock. Like as a kid, practicing and practicing to be able to do that when I was, oh God, 5th grade, maybe 10 years old or so. you just practice around, like moving your fingers around like that here and there. And you want to go ahead and do it on your other hand as well. But for time's sake, I'm not going to do it on my other hand. Another one, and this is like, this one you're not going to be playing. And you just, it's going to put your fingers up in there like that. And then you're going to take this finger and move it from the bottom or the top string to the bottom string over and over again. You want to do that about 20 times on each finger. Top 20 times. And you do that more and more and more and more and more, like over and over again. That, and of course. So I cut all the circuits down on that one, so it's not doing anything. But yeah, if you just do like a little exercise, and sometimes you get it back. It's hard. Like, it's hard for me to do bar chords anymore. I'll be honest with you, it's very hard for me to do the bar chords. And as a matter of fact, it's kind of hard for me to do some of these other chords too. It's thing is, playing the leads and stuff, it's a little bit different for me, because I'm moving my fingers around. And what happens with some neuromuscular diseases, that you might get where it's easier for you to keep on moving your fingers around. Switching chords, though, maybe that's not as easy for you, especially if you're holding chords and going between 2 or 3 of them. You can get a little bit stiffening up. And, well, what do you do about that? Well, adjust your playing, and which is what I've had to do, where I'm going more with the lead parts, which I always was more with the lead parts than the chord, doing chords and whatnot. And that's cool. I mean, if you remember Benny King on Rattlin' Hum, when he was playing with U2, he was straight up with Bono. He said, "I'm not too good at chords," and Bono said, "Well, the Edge will handle the chords. You just play your lead licks." Everybody has their own thing, but if you have a disability that's stopping you from playing guitar, well, or keyboards or whatever, and most of that disability is on your ability to form chords more, or still form chords, or getting your hand cramped up and moving the chords around, and switch to do leads. You still have fun with the guitar. You still make music. It probably makes some more interesting music too if you're not just using the same old tired chord progressions. But work to get your skills back and to get your movement back. Work with your doctor. If you have one, and work on the holistic things too. Meditation, eating right, magic if you need to, whatever you can use. Do the exercises and try to get your skills back, or gain some new ones or whatever like that. Anyway, it's like I've never actually been one that's just tired 1, 4, 5 chord progressions and whatnot. It's like, yeah, it's cool and everything. It sounds pretty sometimes, but my thing has always been these sort of experimental leads and microtonality and stuff like that. So that doesn't mean that I'm not going to work my skills to get back, or work my exercises to get back some of the functionality to do some of those things with chords and stuff. And you can too. I mean, it's like if you can have any kind of movement, until something cut off. Shit, and I've seen guys where they had their arms and shit cut off, and they still wanted to play guitar, so they fucking rigged up a guitar that allowed them to play with their feet, or by pulling things or whatever to get their there. So it's like, it's like, I should say no excuses. Yeah, I get it. There's sometimes when I have to rest too. That's why sometimes you won't see me do a video for a little bit. But think about doing something. Sometimes when you see me doing some of my AI videos and stuff, it's just because I'm not feeling in a way to be doing, either working on my paintings or working on music like this. And I'm in bed there, usually a little bit under the influences of pain relievers the doctor gave me and other things and stuff. And I still want to work on things, so maybe I'll do a AI video or something like that. But you can, anyway, just do the exercises if you can. It's cool.